Welcome everybody. We're Friday, gearing up. We're going over to John's. I got to get it more or less ready to do my work. Let's see. I need to get this set up. We want to turn this on. Give me a second here. Save. Okay. Might take a minute to get her to go. There we went. Now we go into studio. Live control room. That's good. 2 likes already. That's good. All right. So that's working. I can see that. I can see StreamYard. That's good. Okay. What I'm going to do tonight is I have a few spots that I need to address. I got the overflow in there for the fuel tank be on the side there. I have to wait till I get over to John because I don't have any brass. On the underside here, I need to address this little hole right here and the step in the wing fillet. And how we're going to do that is just add a piece of 16th. Not a big deal. I'll take this flap off. Good evening, Marcel. Of course, then I need to sand some more on these. The sanding is just beginning. So let's pick up a piece of 16. I'd rather have a piece that I've already cut on. There we go. Let's try this. This is rather thin. See if that's enough. Yep, that's enough right there. See if this is enough on this side. Yeah. See, I don't want to. I could just superfill it, but superfill is heavier than balsa wood, a little, I think. So we'll just make a piece to go on here and cap that up. So not a problem. We'll do my normal eyeball sand job and cut it on the airplane. A little rock of superfill right there. That's a good thing too. I'm getting ready to do this because it's loose. We don't want it loose. No loosey-goosey. So the first thing to do is shoot a little CA on it. That'd be the end of that. Smoke it. I need to sand it. I need to sand, shoot, a bunch. Not a problem. I'm good at sanding. What happened? There we go. A little bit more. That looks good just like that. Got to make sure not to glue the horn. That would be a disaster. So we need a new scalpel blade. So I need to find the scalpel handle and get a sharp blade going. What do I do with the scalpel handle? Oh man, it's always something. Never can find what I need. Basically, tonight is just going to be tinkering, getting it ready to go for tomorrow. Wish I could find a piece of brass. I know I had a piece of brass. I've seen it. I called John. He said he's got some, but I hate to use his stuff. Come on. Sorry about the filling, but I'm digging. I'm trying to find some stuff. I'm excited about getting this airplane finished, but sad in another way because then I got nothing to do. So I'm going to have to figure out some other project to stay busy. Well, no scalpel blades and no knife handles. What the heck is going on? And the problem is it's probably staring me right in the face. Let's look over here. I don't think I was operating on anything. I came to see sanding. Yeah, you're in the right place. We're going to sand here as soon as I can get this piece of wood cut off. But I got to find a blade, a knife first. Yeah, I guess I'll have to use an X-Acto. They're not as sharp, but we'll get one of these going. New blade. Throw this one out. Yep, you're in the right spot. There's going to be probably, I would say, at minimum 50 sanding videos. Now, isn't that special? I forgot I got this thing. Yeah, I'll just hold it here. We'll hold it and drop some CA on it and then sand it flat. Yeah, that's good. It didn't kill it. I guess I could sand my plug too tonight. So much to do, not enough time. There. Cut this off. You'll find I use all kind of sticks and different implements to do different, people ask me, what are you using? Well, you use whatever you got. Yeah, get a stick here. There's a popsicle stick. Get this going. Now, these areas right here are going to get a little piece of carbon fiber and some thick set CA. If you don't do that, these will always crack. Always. I don't care if you white glued it and you think you got it perfect or whatever, the strain on the airframe is so intense it will always crack. See, it didn't take long to fix that. We'll do the other side now. That looks much better when I sand that in with superfill. It'll be perfect. Okay, let's do this side here. Got about a 1/16 of an inch gap between the winglet and the flap. And you think, well, 1/16 of an inch, that's too much. Yeah, it is. It's quite a bit, but you got to add for covering. And the covering will add, I don't know, 20 thousandths. So we need to put a little CA on that now. I don't want those coming off. Smoke it. Yeah, make sure they're loose. Yeah. Okay. See, I used 3/8 for these winglets, and it should have been 1/2 inch or 9/16. So that kind of filled that ledge up on the bottom side, which I knew that I was going to have to do. So not like I didn't know it was going to happen. I want to cut that. I put a little cut mark in that right there. So we'll take a little CA and wick it in there and push it down. Not a big deal. Bandu the bandu. What is the dark spot on the tip of the wing? Where at? The bottom side or this side? The bottom side, there's a small hole that I sanded into it. It'll be gone tomorrow. Good evening. I caught my sanding block. If you're talking about this spot, yeah, this spot here. You're talking about that spot right there. That's a hole. I was sanding and got my sanding block into it, but it's not a problem. Tomorrow when I get over to John's, I will make a patch, probably an inch or so, and just put it over the top of that, and you'll never see it. Trust me. Normally, when I finish an airplane, the wing always ends up with 1 or 2 patches in it. Can't get away from it if you're going to sand them. So you just don't worry about it. Okay, what happened to that stick? Superfill. Yeah, I'm getting a feel for what I gotta do here. But I don't want to add superfill till after the tissue's on. And the reason being is, yes, it is. It is a hole. It's a hole. I did it on camera, and sander went right through it. I dug the edge of the sanding block into it. This is double-aught silk span, free flight stuff. So when I was sanding it, I just missed. No big deal. Trust me, you'll never see it. Not a problem. Let's see. We need a stick with some paper on it. What are we going to use? Guess we could use this. No, we use this. We'll use this stick right here. Yeah, my shows are 100% live, mistakes and all. That'll have to be detail sanded. So we got that done. So we're going to be covering the fuselage tomorrow, so I guess it's best that I work on that. Let's see here. Now, the way this is put together, and there's no way around it, is the fuselage itself is a crutch. This center section here is a crutch, and then the rest of the skins are molded and glued on. Now they're glued on with white glue, well, Titebond, And you kind of need to get rid of this line here. You can't see it, but I can feel it. So we'll have to work on that. So we got sanding block with 180 on it. This side I've done already. But had sticker shock at the pump again today. Brandon did that. Did what? You got to complete your sentences because it's too far between statements. So I don't know what Brandon did. So that was 180. Now we're going to drop to 320. These are just sanding blocks I made out of balsa wood, 5/16 wood, some RC wood. Oh, sticker shock, yeah. I'll tell you what, they're going to start pissing some people off, and it'll all change here shortly. It has to. Okay, so now we got that on there. When I first started here in Dayton, I used to be able to go to Walmart and get a week's worth of food for $35. Gasoline. Today, I got a week's worth of food for $78. So, wish I wouldn't have put them doors on now. Need a smaller block. Greetings, Hootman from Scotland. this canopy is cut right. I'm going to use this canopy when I make the new canopy to cut it out because it's right. If you listen, you can hear it change tone. God, it smells so good. Balsa dust. I gotta do it on that side too. You could do this after it was covered. You could knock this out, but it's best if you start doing it now because, and I'm going to have to come back and do this again because the tissue hardens up the wood. I'm going to need my smaller block. So where would that be? Might have to make another one. Oh, here it is, right here. That needs to be smaller yet. So let's cut it. Take that off. See, I needed a smaller sanding block to just modify because it's only wood, balsa wood. Yeah. So now I got a smaller block. I'll put 320 on it instead of 80 or 180. Well, we get 2 papers out of that one. That's good. It's probably better to use anyway. More control. So I've tapered that block down. Now, what I'm doing here is there's a light shadow off of this. I can see the high spot. Now, the lighting in here is not that good, but good lighting is very important. Good lighting and a good sense of feel. Because you might be able to see it, but I'll bet you $100 you can feel it. And if you can feel it, it'll show in the paint job. Get that out. Get it hard, I guess. I want to sand a hole in it. You can't even feel that crack. You can see it, but you can't feel it. So that'll be fine. Tomorrow she'll have Japanese tissue on it and we'll start getting a shine. Do 3 coats of dope and then tissue. So it'll be a good sleeping weekend. For those who missed it, I will show the fuel compartment one more time. It's turned out rather nice. Turned out rather nice. If you're going to engineer something, you need to think it out in advance, through your head. There's the fuel setup. and ain't going nowhere. Overflow and out the bottom. That's the vent, which is that tube right there inside the cowl. So you fill here, comes in here, up and around, then you got your pickup over here. Turned out good. And it's got plenty of angle, so I'll have a really good shut off on it. Let's see here. I ordered some Z-Epoxy and it probably came after the shop closed. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? A little bit of glue out there. I mean, this is getting pretty particular. What do you guys think? Is that the coolest? I need to knock these out too. I didn't mean to. I mean, it ain't hurting nothing except carrying around some weight I don't need. Now, what holds this in is there's a wheel collar right here with a 440 nut on it. I need a piece of 1/4 inch wide, 20 thousandths brass, and I'll solder that to the brass and glue that to the wall here. So when you want to take this tube out, you just undo the set screw and out it comes. We got 44 minutes in. Okay, looks like I need a little sanding right here. Danny, if you're watching, you better get out in the garage and start sanding. Leave them RC airplanes alone. You won't have an airplane for next year. I think this one's going to get sanded down to 600 before I paint. John sands down to 500. I always sand to 320. But because I don't have much room for paint on this, I've got to get everything I can get out of it. It ain't like I can do a 10 or 15 ounce finish. I gotta make do with what I got. Got a couple low spots right there. Gonna have to have some smoothie on that. Need some more dope. That's what it needs. Either that or DC 540, and I don't think I want to go there. It's as smooth as a baby's butt here. This is nice. Wish the whole airplane was like this. And I could do that, but it'd be heavy. And we ain't into heavy. 19 watchers, like, subscribe, and share. Super chat if the videos so help you. I don't have the super thanks feature yet, and probably never will, because they only give those to, seems that all the super thanks guys have 10,000 subscribers. I need to, if I could call them, I would, and tell them, hey, everybody in the world that flies control line airplanes is already a member of my channel. We're not going to get that much bigger. Ain't like there's a whole lot of people. What are you going to do? This, the way a P-47, a real P-47 is built, this is concaved here, so the pilot can look over his shoulder and see out the back for dogfighting. It's not straight down. And I didn't realize that when I made the mold. I made it straight down. So we're going to remold some more plugs. I could take that over there and we could work on that tomorrow. It doesn't take long. I can work on the canopy plug between waiting for the dope to dry. And I already have the canopy plastic cut to size. Just need holes drilled in it. So we might get a plug or two out of, or a canopy or two tomorrow. I run John so hard on the weekends. He's not used to standing up for 10 hours. And I got to do it because that's only one day a week I can make a stinking mess, you know. I think this fuselage is pretty close to shape. in the spot right here needs it. Out in my block. That's the big one. You can't set anything down. There it is, because it will disappear. Can't feel that edge, so that's what you want there, but I can feel this side, so I need to sand on this some more. Pretty good. Pretty good. Well, we're 53 minutes in. Let's see here. We'll bring this up. Now, what do you think? Did it turn out like a P-47? Is it coming along? It's a big mama. I think it's going to be one heck of an airplane. I wish it was lighter though. I wish it was 10 ounces lighter. That ain't gonna happen. Hey, Alan. You guys saw it transpire right here. Ain't no secrets. Just remember, like what I say on my tagline, finish starts with the first piece of wood cut. What does that mean? That means make all the joints tight. Don't make them huge and sloppy and fill them full of glue. The glue's hard. That's what I was sanding out there, but there's no way, these stake joints like this, there's no way to get around that. But make all of the fits as good as humanly possible, and they'll disappear when you sand over them. And then when you tissue over it, they go away. And don't worry about, like the guy was looking at the little hole right there. Don't worry about that. It's only wood and dope. Dope is the most forgiving finishing method you can use. It's not like car paint and all that. I just put it on and sand it out, and you're good to go. Guaranteed I could put a nice finish on with a bug sprayer if you're willing to sand. So I don't use any special equipment. I use Harbor Freight, HVLP guns. I do have a good airbrush, a couple of them. But that's not what the airplane's mostly painted with. It's painted with a Harbor Freight gun. you can do as nice a job with a brush if you're willing to sand. Well, we didn't get much done tonight, so you spend an hour with me tinkering. Tomorrow's a different day. We are going to hit it hard. Next week is super fill because I'll have the fuselage tissued. I'm a little concerned about the cockpit. The cockpit is, I'm going to use this green paint here, this olive drab matte acrylic paint, quick drying. This is water based. We're going to paint the inside of the cockpit area with this olive drab paint because that's the color of the real one. And hell, you know, Tom Creasy, he painted his whole airplane with that stuff and then cleared over it. I painted my airplane for $1.38. Wonder what happened to him. He disappeared. Disappeared. This hobby is not as easy as it looks. All right, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share. Look for me around 9:30 tomorrow morning. 10 o'clock's tops. Stay tuned for Charles. And you can join in there. Matter of fact, if you'd like to be a guest on this show, let me know, and I'll send you a link. Just you'll have to have a camera and microphone, but I can bring you in to this show. All right. We'll see you tomorrow. Fair winds, tight lines. See ya.